What's up, YouTube? My name is Riley. That's Abe.
And this is Miley.
Welcome to... So today we're going to be talking about tips and tricks on how you can succeed in musical theater, and let me show you my credentials. This is why I have the right to give tips and tricks. I will start this with saying that the beginning of my musical career at the age of, 6 or 7 was not good. I was not good. But in the time, I was having the time of my life, except when I would get casted for a role that I didn't want to play. And if you're in musical theater, that's going to happen a lot, by the way. So if you aren't ready to accept that, then you might want to give up now. The first thing I want to start with is, to me, the most important thing, which is self-criticism, which is something that I struggle with to this very day, and I think I'll always struggle with. And it's just being so hard on yourself all the time over the smallest things and getting an accomplishment, but then being like, oh, I can do so much better than that. Like, if you get a leading role, but it's not the leading role that you want, and if you're ungrateful for that, people around you are going to notice that, and you're going to lose opportunities for the future, which is not good.
An example of that is me being upset at the age of 10 that I was casted as Rafiki in The Lion King because I wanted to be a farting antelope instead. I don't even know.
And an example of self-criticism would be me in my last show that I did, which was Newsies, when I was Catherine, and I messed up one word in my song, and nobody else noticed, but I noticed, and I went backstage and I cried. You are your own biggest critic, so keep that in mind. Okay, now we are going to give tips for the audition process. So me being the obsessive person I am, as soon as I would find out the show that I was going to be in next, I would engrave the whole album into my brain. And if it didn't have an album, I was on YouTube watching other school productions do it over and over and over and over again. Oh, I can still hear them in the back of my mind. Some of them were horrible.
That's how things get better. Give life.
Anyways, back to the point. It's a really unrealistic expectation to say, don't shoot for one role. Don't have one role in mind, because let's be honest, everybody's always going to have that one role that they really, 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 really want. But it is realistic to say there's an 80% chance you're not going to get it now. So you need to have your backup plans. You can't just be rehearsing and rehearsing and rehearsing and rehearsing for just this one part. You need to be practicing for all the other parts too. Every role is a role, even a small one. Oh, I used to hate being told that. But what I do highly recommend is that if there's a movie of this musical that you are going to be putting on, or if the Broadway show is streaming somewhere, highly recommend that you watch it and you study the character that you want to be playing, and you learn their mannerisms and you learn how to be just like them, but also to put your own spin on it, because you need to be original. Now let's talk about the rehearsal process, which is my favorite part about doing the show. First thing I want to say is, don't take it too seriously. Don't be the girl that's like, guys, the director's talking. Nobody likes you. Nobody. The rehearsal process is my favorite process, because that is where you create all of these friendships and these lifelong relationships that I still have with me, even though, okay, fine, it was a year ago, but I still hold many of them near and dear to my heart. All you need to understand is that you need to have fun while also locking in at the same time, which is possible, surprisingly. Now on to showtime. Tech Week is probably going to feel like hell. It's always stressful, intimidating, and you never feel like you're ready enough. There's backstage sweats, on-stage shakes, and anybody else have to go to the bathroom when they're nervous, or is that just a me problem? Also, by the way, it's a lot more nerve-wracking if you have a scene where you have to kiss your ex-boyfriend in front of thousands of people, including all of your family members and your grandparents and your 12-year-old brother. Don't recommend. It wasn't even short. It was like long and full on. Everybody had, and like all my friends sent me videos of it, and it's really dramatic. Shows are so much fun to put on, and just seeing everybody's face at the end of it is so worth it, and hearing all of the feedback is great. And like looking back on all of the experiences now, it's making me really sentimental now because I haven't been able to do musical theater here in college. I just haven't had the time to do it with all my studies and stuff and research project that I'm working on. And I just want to say, be grateful for what you have, even though I grew up in a really, really small community where it always felt like we had nothing. Like our school just felt boring. But I made a space, and I'm so grateful for that. And I don't think I would have gotten through school without it. Also met some of the best people from my life there. So I hope this video helped you in some type of way, whether it's easing your nervousness or just registering that for next time or whatever. I appreciate you watching my video, and I hope to see you soon. Bye, YouTube.